Last time on Mario Kart Wii Retro Rewind, we finished the Super Nintendo tracks. And of course today we are going to be moving on to the next game of Mario Kart 64. Let's go and do it. First up, we have Nintendo 64 Luigi Raceway, the one based off Mario Kart 7 made by Zilly, except it does have some changes from the Mario Kart 7 version. You can obviously tell if you use your eyes. There is this blue thing right here, which isn't the original, both of them, which I believe is not drivable on Mario Kart 64, but don't quote me on that. But besides the point, I believe the difference is that I cannot drive on them once you're already on the turn in Mario Kart 7, but you can drive it, you can go on it anytime. You can only enter it and not go back on it in Mario Kart 7, which makes sense because, you know, that game has different mechanics and there's more item boxes, but what makes this one different from that version is obviously you can drive on here any time of the day. Well, not day. Race. You don't have to make an entrance onto this blue platform thing. Usually you would have to go up here like that and it would be a little wall right here between the two roads, but that is not here because we are Epic Gaming and Zilly did a good job with this version. Yeah, pretty good version of the track. I don't really have any gripes with it. Outside of, you know, it's the Luigi Raceway. There is nothing good with this track. It's the Luigi Raceway. I don't know what else to say. It doesn't play good in any game. It's very boring, but that's kind of a lot of the N64 tracks, unfortunately, but nonetheless, let's move on to the next track. Here we have Baby Park. For those who do not really like Baby Park, but like something a little more interesting, this is Moo Moo Farm from Mario Kart 64, and it's funny. It's a very funny version. Actually, I think I can do the cut with this Mega TC. No, but there's a boost ramp up there that you can do. It's kind of funny that's up there, but I tried doing it and I failed. But it's very simple. I mean, you can tell it is scaled very small on purpose. It's supposed to be kind of a small scale. It's chaotic. That's the point of it. On a worldwide, it should be very chaotic. Oh, I wish I can get a mushroom to trick up there, but very, very short track. Obviously, it is going to be really close to under a minute. Heck, time trials are definitely going to be under that minute mark, which is kind of insane because it's a very, very short track. And I'm really hoping that... Wait, I have a mushroom. Hold on. This might be possible. Let me just... Oh, I have to use it now? Dang. Oh, I couldn't do it, but there's a boost ramp up there. You can get a flip trick. Very cool. Forgot to mention that last track was made by Zilly, and this one is made... Well, no, this track's made by Zilly, sorry. The last track was made by me. I made Moo Moo Farm. He made this track. N64 Koopa Beach, or if you're really crazy and like the original version, Koopa Troopa Beach, the better name. If it's the other way around, sorry. If you're calling this only Koopa Beach, you're insane. I'm sorry. You played Mario Kart 7. You're no gamer. You're just gaming. I don't know. But yeah, this version is kind of a mix of the N64 version and the 3DS version, which I think is really neat. You can tell like it has some elements of each one. Like if we take a look, the modeling and the layout does seem more based off the N64 version, but it has some features like, you know, you can go underwater, whoopee-doo, all that fun stuff. It's modeled more higher poly. I can tell some of the assets are definitely grabbed from Mario Kart 7, but overall the texturing is done really nicely. Just everything about this track is done really nicely, obviously. And of course there's that big shortcut, which I believe this, I have to look, but I'm definitely more based off the Mario Kart 64 version, if anything. But I'm really happy with how this one came out from Zilly. Really did a great job on this track. Simple, but actually really gets the job done for N64 Koopa Beach. It's because, you know, it's Koopa Beach. It's kind of weird to get down, I'd say. But they did a pretty good job at it, and I commend them for that, for sure. And now we have N64 Calamari Desert, made by Sneaky. If you guys don't know who Sneaky is, a very, very relevant custom track creator from around 2016 to 2017. He's one of the big names from back then, and he still appears every now and then now. But it's nonetheless, he's really good. Recommend checking out all of his work. He's a really good creator, but besides the point, this is N64 Calamari Desert, and it's based off the Mario Kart 7 version, but there are some unique twists to it. You can tell there is some tumbleweed we can actually get to a point where we see one. Obviously, the trains are still there. Classic, you can still get stuck by them. And it features all the Mario Kart 7 shortcuts, and this tumbleweed, the one I was talking about, it replaces the rolling rock, I want to say, from Mario Kart... No, wait. Mario Kart Double Dash's what's it called? DK Mountain. That's what it's called. This is one unfortunate thing, and you cannot go around. I mean, it's fair, kind of makes sense, but it sucks, but it's funny. Like, I get why you can't go around, but it is a very funny feature, and they really should have kept it just for the memes, even if it didn't count the lap. I mean, it's just hilarious that it's even a thing in Mario Kart 64, where there's actually an Easter egg where it can count the lap, I believe. I don't know, but I know speedrunners use it. Crazy. Speedrunners using an actual intended glitch from Nintendo. I think there's only been one of those in history. I'm convinced some shortcuts are very convinced by Nintendo, especially in Mario Kart Wii. I mean, there is no way they didn't know about the gap jump or DK double cut even before Mario Kart 8. There's no way they didn't know about that. Like, it's Mario Kart. They probably knew. But yeah, let's move on to the next track. Sorry about that little tangent. Alrighty, now we have N64 Toad's Turnpike, a mixture of the Mario Kart Wii, not Mario Kart Wii, we're playing Mario Kart Wii, the Mario Kart 64 version and the Mario Kart 8 version. You can kind of tell it has a lot of the aesthetics, but it also is scaled in a way that it's kind of based on the Mario Kart 8 version, more so in scaling. It's not like overly long, it's still long and kind of boring, but that's more so the track fault than anything. I mean, it's literally a figure 8, but besides the point, it's honestly kind of an interesting concept though, combining the two versions of tracks. And I really like how this one came out. I'm actually using an older version. I don't know if I'll revert to the new version. I wanted to revert to the old version for one update, just to kind of see how the track would look like and play like. And I mean, it's Toad's Turnpike. I'll give it that. Toad's Turnpike. It sure does exist. But the reason I added this one over, you know, the newer one is because it's seemingly more easier to dodge the cars, which is a big thing for some casual players, especially when you get to high CC such as like 200 and 500 in a future update. But hopefully this works, and I've never seen anyone complain about it online, but at the exact same time, I've never seen anyone play it online, so take that as you will. Alrighty, the last track of the day, we have N64 Frappe Snowland. This one's a doozy. Some people really like the old one, some people really like the new one more. So I just decided to add the new one just to be safe because it just looks better, so I feel like it fits in the pack more. But if there's ever an update to the old one that is released, I'll probably use that one. But when I say old one, I mean the CTGP one. You guys probably don't know, but the old one in CTGP before this one was added was widely liked, and some like higher level players aren't a fan of the new version, which I can see some aspects in gameplay, but that's personally it. But this one is made by Nintendo Yoshi, or Altair Yoshi now, sorry. As well as the last one. Last one was also made by Altair Yoshi. Forgot to mention that. He made both. Wow. But this one is a good recreation, all things considered. It's based off the Tour version and has some elements from Tour, which is really cool. I also really like when we get up here a bit. By the way, the 3D bridges are super cool looking. I'm glad they're actually 3D bridges. But there's a cafe up here, or should I say, of cafe, because, you know, frappe, coffee. But yeah, that's gonna have to do it with this video, since that's all the tracks we're playing today. Next time we'll be continuing the N64 tracks. Actually, I believe we'll be finishing them, because for these tracks that have, you know, 12 tracks we need to play, because the other 4 regs, we're just gonna be playing, we're gonna be doing 2 episodes, that's what I mean. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time. Have fun. Do drugs. Don't do drugs. Have fun. Peace out, gamers.